Ladies and gentlemen,
Yo, it's Skid Sadiq, billionaire.
we got him.
So without further ado,
Welcome to the Skid Sadiq Show.
In today's world, 2023, school is going to breed more people, or is going to send more people into poverty than actually create wealth or actually help them do anything. Education is supposed to help people, elevate them out of poverty. But what we are seeing right now is that schooling will not help you do anything, because we are in a different era right now. An era where we have technology being able to do, almost 80% of the things that humans are studying in school. So there's almost no point to go to school at this particular junction. But the government and, the people in power are not saying anything, because education is currently $1 billion business, if not $1 trillion business. And people are still profiting off of it. But as individuals, you need to wake up and understand that AI is now available. You're studying something that a machine can do 100 times better than you. You're supposed to be shifting your focus. Investing 4 years, 8 years in something to graduate in something that by that time, your job, nobody will be employing anybody in that particular industry. Right now, we have a massive job loss going on in the economy. A lot of companies are laying off people. Nobody's really hiring anybody except for specific positions that people don't know how to actually do those jobs, which is the key. If you're looking for a job or you're going to study something, you should okay, where is the industry that people are looking for people to do something that they can't do and a machine cannot do? Not just education for education's sake. I see people putting it on their chest and saying, hey, I'm going to school. It's a thing of pride. I'm going to school. I'm going to get my master's. I'm going to get my PhD. No, you should be going to get money. Survival is the key. You're going to school so that you can be able to get money. And so if you are going there to study something that after you graduate, you will not be able to get money, nobody can employ you and all that, all you have is a badge on your chest to say, I have graduated, then you're in big trouble. Basically, you're stupid. Every individual should be looking at if they wish to go to school, because there's a thing in with people who are poor. They feel that they must graduate in order to succeed, which is another lie that has been propagated around, a lot of poor people. But if you are a multi-millionaire or a billionaire right now, and you've not even graduated from primary school, ask yourself, will you still be in the same mentality to say, I must graduate before I'm successful? People will be, even including the school, the VP of your school, whoever, will be calling you that have not graduated from primary school to come and give speeches or even lecture students in school on how to succeed in life. If you see most American universities, they call actors who are dropouts from schools, they call other people, all these people are making great progress in technology who did not go to school or dropped out from that same school to come and give speeches to graduates in that school. What does that tell you? It tells you that success is not really tied to your graduation of any school. If you're able to succeed, even the president will call you and ask you for advice in that particular industry that you've made progress in. So my take is if you want to succeed and you want to go to school as an option, find a field that the economy or that industry need people in that field. They are actually looking for people to actually graduate and come help them do that particular job. There are no company who are making great strides in AI in that industry to actually collapse the entire industry. You need to understand that money is everything. The reason you're doing it is money. You want to make money. You want to be able to help your family. You want to be able to provide for your future kids or your kids if you already have one. You want to provide a great life for your family. And that is why you want to extend your education. You want to go back to school. They say it's not too late because you want to change your life. It has nothing to do specifically with the career you want to study. You are not passionate about it. You're a bloody liar. So you can't be passionate about something, waste the investment you're supposed to give back to your family, and waste the time you're supposed to spend with your kids and your wife to go study something that you categorically know will not bring back any return because it's an investment in your life. So if you know the industry is dead, why go study it? And if you play naive and say you do not know that the industry was dead, you are just, going there to study it, and all of a sudden you've graduated, and all of a sudden there are no jobs in that industry. Nobody gives a damn about that industry or even hiring anybody in that industry. I want you to understand something. In this world, nobody cares. You've been suckered. And that's what business is today. Business is not about providing a fair service. It's about taking advantage of the next guy. If people can come and lie to you to say, come and spend 4 years of your time and give us all your money within that 4 years so that we can give you nothing in return, they are going to take your money. Best believe it. Best believe it. So there are schools right now, they're still offering courses that they are well aware that there's nothing you can do with those certificates, but they'll offer it and take your money because somebody out there wants to get rich. Somebody out there knows better than you that he wants to provide for his family. He wants to provide a better future for his kids. And so the best way to do it is not to study, but to provide a life for you to go and study to actually get a piece of paper. So, but are there careers out there that are still needed? Yes, it's your job to do the due diligence and find something for yourself that it will be a credible investment, that you can come out and go and do something. If not, there are skills out there that are heavily needed because the masses have been blinded in one particular direction, and there are very little opportunities there in that particular direction, very little. And there are hordes of people in that particular direction. And this other direction is wide open. They're basically begging people, looking for people to actually come and, take their money in this area. But the masses, they're all putting on blindfold and nobody can see the other opportunity. It's your job to look around and find the other opportunity and remove those stigma of saying certain jobs are beneath you, certain jobs are below you. You can't do certain. Think about money. How much can you make from that particular job? Can you become a multimillionaire or even a billionaire? If the answer is yes, I advise you to head in that particular direction. This brings me back to an example. There are individuals in suits driving in a car, and all of a sudden in Africa here, West Africa, we have these nomads, and they move around sometimes with their cattle, and so they cross into the cities and trying to get to where they're trying to get, and so sometimes they block the road, etc. And these guys in suit in their car, the cattle are crossing the road, causing a go slow, which is stressful time to time. But this guy started insulting the cattle and insulting the guy like he's a fool. How are you blocking the road? And he's complaining he doesn't know why the government won't do anything about them, that looks going to be late and all that. It struck me very odd that you are insulting somebody who is richer than you. You now not want anything. You're running to a job in which you are being enslaved, hoping that they'll pay you a measly salary at the end of the month, hoping to save to give your family a better job. And you think you're better than this guy who is walking around, literally walking around with over 50 million, but you can't see it because you are blinded. You don't know where money is in this society, always looking in the wrong direction. My advice to everybody is to start asking quality questions. Why does this thing exist? How is the money being made from anything around you, so that you can find the appropriate industry? Don't be a fool running around trying to please a master, trying to survive in a slave system. The master will never move from his seat for you. You can earn a living. I'm not asking you to leave your job, but while you're at the job, look around and find something. Because that guy walking around with his cattle is 100 times richer than you. One of his cows will buy your car, pay for your children's school fees. He's rich and he has no problem. He's not stuck in the system. He's not a slave. His mind is free. He's not running somewhere to meet a boss and kiss ass, and even if he doesn't like his life and suffer from depression, he's free. And that idea of the way they generate wealth is being passed down from generations to generation. You ignore the way that your generation generates wealth, and you've accepted a different ideology, and it's not working for you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's Skid Sadiq, billionaire.
we got him.
Welcome to the Skid Sadiq Show.